And Archibald is in torpor.
Torped!
Not present.
Like a bitch!
I mean, he faced
Little
down...
torped out bitch!
He was fighting 4 dudes. So, torped like a warrior.
And losing like a bitch.
Welcome back to New Cammack. Darby adjusted the aim and trebucheted himself to Darby Manor and into the garage. Following that, he walked back to Club Wonderland and did it a second time, this time violently colliding with the acting prince of the city, Excavo. Excavo's Malkavian noggin has grown more twisted since her arrival in the city, and being cannonballed through a garage activated her alternate personality, who has an American and possibly Californian accent instead of her subtly inconsistent French accent. Actually, both of his new favorite toys are on the roof of Club Wonderland, the Trebuchet, or Buchemiche. I forget what we landed on.
Yep. I think Trebuchet, yeah.
Yeah, but we do remember what Darby landed on.
And the helicopter.
And Darby has already completely forgotten about it. It's just like, all right, yeah, cost of doing business. Time to go back to work. Back to the old salt mines. This city's not going to save itself.
It's not going to shoot itself around.
And you also see what you immediately recognize as Jade's sword.
Hey, where'd you get that one?
My good man, the spoils of battle were seldom a thought, a twinkling in your mind in the moment, and you abandoned the loot role. And I loosely attempt to snatch the sword. I had dibs this one. I need it for my alternate build.
But the blade is facing you, man. Don't grab it.
I'm sorry. You're trying to snatch Jade's sword away from Darby?
Anything from Darby?
While he's looking right at you?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
These were items and artifacts left behind by your negligence at the spoils of battle.
Hey, you listen here. This is my child's weapon.
Lying with the rest of the loot.
Loot?
Indicating that it was there when we came to collect things.
It's not loot. I don't know. What the fuck is wrong with you? Look, I need to know information about this sword.
And then you start to get psychic impressions of the people who have handled it. Mechanically, we're going to need a perception plus empathy roll, difficulty 5.
That's no successes.
What?
And you feel really confident, and you're trying to commune with the sword, trying to get some sort of psychic impression, and nothing. You can't get any glimmer of anything off of it.
Okay.
You do feel like you could try later.
Okay.
You could, rest up.
Darby's really scrutinizing. So yeah, what do you say when you open your eyes?
Okay. It's a sword.
What are you, a magic 8-ball? That is not helpful. God, fucking Malkavians. All right. Weren't you French? What the fuck? And Darby just gets frustrated and takes the sword and storms off.
Augustyn paints a pulp comic action villain fortress with his words describing this lair of do-batters which we encountered, causing the wreckage that is his SUV that he sees in the driveway. And our our thwarted attempts to intrude upon the domicile of these ne'er-do-wells.
I would pull up the video feed I have.
Yeah, Augustyn definitely sees that he's got Darby's attention. He's like, wait a minute. There's a lair, like a lair for some kind of villain, potentially, some type of bad guy.
Man, I don't know about all that, man. Here's the video feed that I have.
And Darby glances it for the barest second. It's like, oh, it is look, it's a lair. Yes, this is what I've been waiting for. Yes! I knew you'd be good for something. Hell yeah. All right. And he's looking around for how he's going to get to this lair. And then I think the light bulb goes off in his head and he starts walking again back toward the trebuchet.
So
Video feed's about to get real interesting.
man, you're gonna launch yourself at this lair?
They are not going to see that coming. Right? Right?
Paul Hagen, who's watching the live stream, says, Darby's played Angry Birds. This will be cake.
I'm trying to just like come in like a cannonball, and then in the cacophony of my landing, start deciding who deserves justice.
2 observations. 1, you could fit a lot of weapons in a backpack, and 2, wearing a backpack would make you feel more like a Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, so I'm gonna need a backpack like stat.
You can put a cape on the backpack.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're gonna start with a backpack. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. That's a step too far. Let's keep
the
things.
line.
Yeah, let's keep things grounded in reality. Okay. Anyway, so I'm gonna launch myself across the city with a backpack full of guns.
There's still a concert that's kind of wrapping up, and Darby, at this point, you know how to climb the stairs, get up on the roof, and then what happens?
I'm really curious if there's any reaction from the bouncer, who has now seen me walk in from the outside 3 times, but has never seen me leave. No successes again. So.
What is happening?
Oh no! I won success. Yes,
because you're
the
using a specialization.
Specialization. Woo-hoo.
So, thanks to your specialization in machines, you can just barely suss out that the trebuchet will throw you farther if the arm of it, with the basket at the end, if the arm is longer and or if the weight on the other end is heavier.
Yeah. There's all these
so
statues around. Can we move these?
Yeah.
I'm looking at you because I cannot move these.
Right. No, yeah. Inspired by Excavo's idea, Darby's thinking, or going to go along with that suggestion, and is investigating whether he can load one of these. What are they? Strontium? I don't remember. Strontium trebuchets.
Some sort of metal.
Into the basket to increase the weight.
And a reminder, these statues of Steve Buscemi are fully nude, so there is a handy handle for you to move them around.
Yeah.
No one would be able to lift a solid metal statue unless if they were like super strong, like 6 dots of strength.
Yeah! Been training for this for weeks.
Can I attempt to help him? I don't know. What's my strength?
Darby waves you off. He's got this. He's a superhero. And he just kind of gives her a little salute, like looks her in the eye as she pulls the lever and like holds that position as he's flung wherever God wills. And he's, as always, above all, trying to look cool. So, do we do a commercial breakdown? Darby's just in the air.
So, a Voxe, who everyone's not questioned how Excavo is just acting like a completely different person. It's just immediately accepted, like, yep, that's the deal now.
Well, Darby thinks is a huge improvement. I was like, this is great.
I seem to be getting along with everybody.
I should blast her through garages more often. So Voxe pulls the lever.
That's exactly what Darby's thinking. Like, this was smart.
The weight slowly falls down, and the arm starts to swing around, and at the very top, you see Darby whipped into the night.
This is going to end great. There's no other possible outcome than this ending just really cool. It's going to go great for Darby. I'm just predicting that for everyone to hear out loud.
Yeah, you got to manifest.
Yeah.
all but forgotten my bullet wound until, like, at one point I just kind of strained the gaping hole, just, god damn it! And, am briskly reminded that I am perforated and burn a blood to heal, and then continue to console my bear.
And that's not a euphemism?
And then you hear another thump, and then thump, 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 and you see Darby rolling out into the street, into the nearest intersection. Just
like, am I able to like see him?
Oh yeah,
collecting himself, and like the look on his face as he is internally deciding that that's the target.
So, I do want to, like, Darby at the end of his like flop tries to, like, you know, like ninja roll to his feet. Like, again, the entire thing was planned. So cannonballing along the ground, and then he just kind of maybe even looks over at Augustyn, and then ninja rolls real quick and stands up like, all right, okay, you know, and just like shaking off his wear and tear. Did I take any damage from this one?
Oh yeah. Okay. So, man, like, what would this do to a human? It would absolutely kill a human.
100%.
Yeah, just to offset any risk that he rampages through the wrong building, point him at the correct lair.
Was it the 3-story one that he was going to go to, or not?
Yes.
Okay,
I'm very
great.
surprised that Augustyn isn't taking the opportunity to just point to a wrong building and
just let him.
That would be the chaotic.
It was that police station.
Case in the joint for entrances. He's like getting his full crime cop shit on, like trying to do spy stuff. He doesn't really know any tactical operational moves, but he's doing like what it would look like on a movie if he were actually Batman.
In my mind, there's this like Darby crime fighting vision where like you get RoboCop vision and all these things are being identified, and you see an outline of like a bright outline around a door, and then a readout that says like possible entrance ? And just like very obvious things.
Ever since I started flying choppers and launching myself out of trebuchets, everything's really turned around in my life. What is a dumb plan that a dumb person would think is smart? Okay, here's what I'm going to do.
All right, so Darby, give me a strength plus athletics roll, difficulty of 8, please. Is that 11 dice? My God.
Whoo, buddy.
That is unsportsmanlike.
Gonna bisect a dude with a hug.
And then Darby just like tears out of the bushes, going straight for the security guard, and bounces right off of the glass, making quite comical boom sound, which gets the security guard's attention. And then suddenly, it's like someone picked up an elderly man and just mashed him into the glass, and then he peeled off and fell down on the ground. And yeah, there's a face print. And you even get some names. That vampire self-identified as Zed, and the ghoul went by Chad Broner.
Broner.
Right?
As named by Steve.
I would have been in a trance and just gone.
It dawns on me that he describes the dude he jacked the clothes from as naked, and it dawns on me that Darby never took off his clothes. He just put on the security uniform over his clothes.
Over my robe, apparently, that I'm canonically wearing now.
And even took off this guy's underwear.
Yeah, that was part of Darby's plan, is that, you know, he had to step in because this guy's naked.
Is this
Someone had to stop him.
naked?
Where did these clothes
Yeah.
Was the guy
security
wearing
guy.
his clothes, man? It's like, was
Did
he
Darby-
actually naked?
Did Darby put his underwear on?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
full
this guy's
outfit.
naked.
Full outfit.
So through the walkie-talkie you hear, yeah, we heard what sounded like broken glass. What happened?
Crazy naked guy stormed through the window.